Just wanted to ask, just kind of your role in the return game and now how much more comfortable you kind of feel with that. I know in the past Broncos kind of been, you're a reliable set of hands back there, but kind of are you taking more, risks now in the punt game, or is it still kind of playing it safe?
Um, I think the plan is to just go in every game and get done with Coach Brumfield once of the special teams unit. Um, Obviously, for me, every time I step out there, I feel free, and it's just another opportunity for me to make a play for the team. So that's how I kind of look at it, and just focusing on getting the ball back to the offense whatever way I can. So if that's with a big return or a fair catch at times.
Return's not the easiest job in the world. You got a bunch of guys kind of flying at you, but having done it for so long, how much does that help in terms of just years of collegiate experience being the punt return guy for UVA?
I think it helps a lot. What also helps is Coach Hagan's being my coach, and just giving me tools and different techniques that I can use while I'm back there. So just repetition makes it more comfortable for me. So that plays a big part.
What has it been like on offense this year for you? Just kind of, coming off last year or kind of a breakout year for you. You're seeing a lot more heavy lifting in the offense. And now you've got kind of some of the more of these weapons around you and with Dontavian and Jelani and stuff. What's it like this year, kind of the workload?
It's great. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for all the guys we have. Um, it should be a fun year, and we have the chance to be something UVA's never seen before. So I'm looking forward to that.
What kind of stuff does Hagens, I guess, help you with on punt return? I know you're probably working with him for receiving and then also punt return, but what kind of advice does he give you back there?
Just start off. We tell all our returners to you have to be fearless to be back there. So we have like 5 rules. Sprint, see the kick, sprint to the spot, square your shoulders, secure the catch, and then ultimately score. So uh, those things right there alone, I kind of repeat them to myself and just make sure I focus on the technique and don't put too much pressure on myself or just stray away from my training and just trust the preparation I have.
I think Broncos told it before, but he was telling us, I think last week, about your recruiting story and just how he kind of found you at a camp and just a big believer in you. Just what did what do you think about when you think back to that moment when they first started talking to you into now where you are today?
It's a blessing. The way it came along and everything came together, I just feel like it was meant to be. So I'm blessed, grateful for the opportunity I have to be here and play under Coach Mendenhall. And yeah,
A real quick follow up to that, he was talking about you kind of embody, the hard work principle that he talks about all the time. Just how do you think that's kind of shaped your game over the last few years?
I think as a person, that's kind of me, just the hard work. Uh, being undersized, you kind of come in with a chip on your shoulder or something to prove. Uh, I feel like I have that every day. So just going out there and trying to become the best I can and help the group become the best they can, I think that really helps me.
Another thing Coach said about that recruiting thing was that you took more reps than anybody. You were wanting to stay after. Is stamina one of your kind of, I don't know, hidden traits? I mean, we can all see you catch the ball and run good routes, but do you just not get tired as much as other guys do?
Yeah, I think that has to do a lot with just being a elite receiver. Elite receivers you watch around the NFL or even college football, I feel like those receivers can just run for days, and if you can just run and don't get tired, nobody can stop you, and you can ultimately outwork your opponent.
You mentioned the chip on your shoulder and still kind of having that. I was curious what drives that, even though you had the season you had last year where you led the team in receptions by a ton and were so productive. What sort of keeps that chip there for you?
just knowing there's always more that can be done and expecting more of myself, and just going back and learning off, I had some good things, but I also did some, bad things or things I need to fix from last year. So just always knowing there's more work that could be done, and I can always get better is something that always motivates me.